Hey, good morning, everybody. Jeff Slakey and Spencer Hughes on the Daybreak Show. We're going to have a real fun conversation right now. I got two great guests via Zoom video conference, Don Myers, Karin Leaf. How you both doing first and foremost?
Doing good. Doing very good. How about you?
I am well, and I am, as the topic unfolds here this morning, I am reminded of a Saturday morning show I was doing at KMAS in 2008. The phone starts ringing, and I wonder, first things first, what did I say? Because now the phone's ringing. So I answer the phone. I pick up the phone. Jeffrey, there's a lot of smoke coming near the location of the bowling alley. And I go, really? Oh my gosh, I better do something about this information. So, I do whatever I need to do, call the fire department, try to get some more information, non-emergency dispatch. Sure enough, the bowling alley's on fire. And that was 12 years ago. Now, we know the Shelton High Climber bowling team have just been great within that time, but they don't have a home bowling. Their home bowling alley is West Side Lanes in Thurston. I mean, people have to travel there. People have to travel up to Highjoy in Port Orchard, over to Tacoma across the bridge. And it's just not convenient. And a bowling alley in a small community is like, you got to. Well, that's why we bring in Don Myers. How you doing, Don? And this is a project that is months in the making, but it is well on the path. Is that right?
That's right. It's definitely something that we need here in the community. I'm very passionate about. I believe that we can affect a lot of people's lives here in Shelton. I mean, how many people have memories of going back to the Timber Bowl? And I want to be that person that provides the SHS teams someplace to bowl, someplace to practice.
It only makes a lot of sense as you kind of look at the makeup of Shelton, a rural, tight-knit community that often would, like you mentioned in the past, gather together on leagues Tuesday, Thursday, family night on Fridays. Everybody comes Saturdays. The games are on the weekends as well, and the TVs. It's just a gathering space. And you talk to 100 people in town, and 98 of them will say this is a big need, and we're looking to get it filled. So you tell me the beginning of February or so is when the light bulb came on. Is that right?
Yeah, we went bowling out in Highjoy on February 8th, take my husband bowling. And on the way home, I mentioned to him, I'm like, Shelton needs a bowling alley. And he green-lighted me. And sure enough, that night I started working on business plans, started looking at what I needed to do to get registered. By the 27th, I was registered with the state. And I didn't tell the family the name of the bowling alley because it meant a lot. We picked Skeeter's. Skeeter's, we wanted to do the Pacific Northwest theme, and Skeeter was my brother who passed away out at Mason Lake. So there's a lot of meaning behind that. And then by March 11th, we submitted for a grant, and we received it through the EDC, and the EDC was phenomenal. It really, I presented this idea to Karin, and they supported it from the very beginning.
Karin, this is kind of right in the EDC's bailiwick here. Helping community, starting small business, giving the resources and the needs and information to start something from the ground up. Talk to me a little bit about the process when Don first came to you, and then what you were able to do, you and Jennifer were able to do to help this along in your aspects.
Yeah, when Don reached out, I've known Don for quite some time, but it was through the RDI. I believe that we got to really know each other. And then she pitched the idea. And then when she spoke about the name, I was 210% in.
Mm-hmm.
I brought that to Jennifer. Jennifer, went through the USDA grants. This one was a rural business development grant, and we were right in that window of application of them accepting applications. And it's a process. It is. And God bless Dawn, because she was, calling, texting, oh my gosh, is this even going to happen? Because we were in the middle of COVID explosion. And I thought, oh my God, now I know how Jennifer feels. Like Dawn is on it. And I would say, okay, well, we need to complete this application. And, this is what you and Mark need to do. And I thought it would be 2 weeks out, and she would call me Monday morning and say, look at your inbox, you've got it. And I mean, she is on it. If anybody can get this done, it's Dawn and Mark Myers. I appreciate them.
We have got, of course, now 4 fill the trucks that Dawn and her close friends have spearheaded that have raised countless amounts of funds, including the most recent one that was just a few weekends back. So we are familiar with when Dawn grabs a hold of an idea that she will see it through fruition. So now you've gotten the help from the EDC. We're talking about it now here on the air. What's the next step for the community to show support with this? Obviously, there's a lot of financial portions to this to get the first, piece of dirt turned and the first pin set. But what now can we in the community, and really the broader community that will access this? It's not just Shelton, it's not just Mason County, but this would be a great draw, similarly to MCRA, similarly to Shelton Youth Soccer. I mean, this is another key point in 101. If you're driving around right there, Shelton is a good spot to stop for this bowling alley.
Well, I still have some more paperwork to complete first, because I have to register with the state in order to, because it's a security interest. And so we need to protect the investors, and the state needs to approve it.
Okay.
So we still need to do that before we completely go to the community. But the whole project can be between, let me see, 5 and 6 million.
Okay.
I spoke with the bank, and I need at least 20% down. I don't have a million sitting around. I don't.
Yes, me too. I don't know.
I don't either. Yeah. So just as long as we get that out front.
So there is some more work I need to do before I can actually go to the community, but I definitely need community support on this one. Otherwise, it's not going to happen, because I don't have the money to invest myself. However, I do have the education, the business background, and I like to see things through, and I love to help the community and give more stuff to do. I mean, you look around Mason County, hands down, we live in a wonderful place. There's hiking, biking, swimming, boating, there's shellfish, there's a movie theater, there's the park downtown. There's so much to do here when it's not dark and it's not raining.
Exactly.
But we really need stuff to do on the dark nights, and we really don't have a place for birthday parties where there's an activity. So
that's a good point too. Yeah.
The one thing that the Skeeter's Bowling Center, what we plan on doing is 16 lanes, food service, an arcade and lounge, and 2 birthday party rooms that people can reserve, whether for a birthday party or for meetings to happen, because nonprofit meeting rooms, those are sometimes hard to come by too. So things keep me up at night thinking about this. Like, I literally don't sleep.
She doesn't.
I don't, because I'm emailing you at like midnight.
My phone goes ding. I mean, it is going to take community support, and Dawn's getting that. Dawn's getting a great deal of that, and we have individuals like Rick Haas, who has really jumped in, 200%, walking her through, the processes that she needs to do, all the legalities that need to be put in place. But some of the folks that did the majority of the fundraising for the YMCA, have reached out to Dawn, and they're meeting with her, and we're going to sit down and tackle it. If our community can raise the money that they did for the YMCA, we can do this for Skeeter's Family Bowling. Absolutely.
So you'll have opportunities then. Somebody pitches in $100 or so, they may get a name or a plaque, or there's going to be those types of options for folks to show their support on these types of things.
I want to community appreciation wall.
Yeah.
I'm working on that. It's weird the way, because I'm a for-profit business, where it's a little easier to give money to a nonprofit.
Mm-hmm.
The state really restricts you as to who can give you money. So that's
Yeah.
the part I'm working through right now, because you have to have accredited investors. But if you do pre-sales per se and advertising, yeah, I'm still working through that. But
Yeah.
She's got some great things in her framework. I think it's going to be fantastic. And
Yeah.
I know it's going to happen. I really look forward to the day that I can take my granddaughters bowling.
Well, yeah, I'm looking forward to the day that I could call a high climber bowling game from up there. That would be,
that would be so cool.
check that off my bucket list. I tell you what, that'd be awesome. So this is starting to move. Of course, a 16 lane bowling alley is going to be a large process to get to, but it is on the path, and you will still continue to hear more and more and more about Skeeters as it moves forward. And at key points throughout the process here, Dawn, let's get you back on to update people and remind folks. And then if we have to get down the road anywhere where we're asking us to contact our state legislators for more support or things like that, we'll definitely make sure all that gets out on the air. Okay.
Sounds good.
This was fun. I'm glad you and Karin and Jennifer were able to work hard on this with the EDC portion. Of course, they're always doing a lot in the community for business, and it's great to see a small business from the thought process through to where we're at right now. So Dawn Myers is looking to bring bowling back to Shelton in the form of Skeeter's family lanes. It's going to be a great time in Shelton, and I can't wait to see that when it comes through. Dawn, Karin, good to see you.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you.